Hey everyone, welcome back to our Subcooler video series. In today's video, we're going to talk about humidity. Yes, that sticky, uncomfortable feeling that none of us like. Now, if you live in a desert climate with low humidity levels, feel free to skip this video and move on to the next one, since this really doesn't apply to you. Now, for the rest of us that live in humid areas in the summertime, we all hate that feeling of a hot, humid summer morning when we first step out of our front door and that baking sun hits us and we're completely covered in sweat in a matter of minutes. The reason you sweat is because your body is trying to cool itself. But with high humidity levels, that makes it even more difficult for the sweat to evaporate. It just makes us feel very sticky and very uncomfortable. Some of you may have an oversized AC system that will cool your home, but cool it too quickly. This in turn, because the system doesn't run long enough, it does not dehumidify, so your home ends up with a cold, damp feeling. And chances of mold forming in your home would be very likely. We hear complaints from people all the time. They have just bought a brand new home and its AC system doesn't necessarily cool very well in the heat of the summer, all while still running high indoor humidity levels. Recent changes to building codes require new homes to bring in a certain percentage of outside air when your AC system is running. This can introduce extra heat and humidity to your home's AC system and makes it work even harder to try to remove it. Some systems even have timers set up that will run the blower without the AC even on every few hours, all while drawing in hot, humid outside air, dumping it directly into your home. Now, you have seen in previous videos that we have learned as the outdoor temperature increases, your liquid refrigerant temperature increases, also causing your evaporator coil temperature to increase. All this leads to a very minimal amount of humidity removal, with your AC system only working harder. Some newer systems have a variable speed blower that will slow down the air volume to allow less air to pass through the evaporator coil. All this is trying to get the evaporator coil colder so it can remove more water vapor from the air. To me, this is like putting a bandage on a leaking dam. By slowing down the airflow in your home, now it will take much longer to cool, so on a very hot summer day, really don't expect to be comfortable or the thermostat actually to reach its set point.
Tom, what is the answer to high humidity levels in your home?
Well, I'm glad you asked. ATD's Subcooler. Again, by adding our subcooler unit to your current system, you once again now can run your blower at full speed. The more air we can pass over the evaporator, the more BTU absorption we can accomplish. As far as removing humidity, no other device will perform better at this than our subcooler unit. As an example, we had a customer that his indoor humidity levels in his home averaged 65 to 69%. Before we retrofitted a subcooler on his home. After the installation, I personally called him back a week later to check on the performance. He was very pleased and said his wife now needs a blanket when they're on the couch. I asked, "What's your humidity level now?" He said, "Tom, it's been averaging low 50 percentile, and we've even seen upper 40s one day." He said he had been running his home at 68 degrees because, yes, he likes it cold. Well, now that the humidity levels were much lower in his home from subcooling the liquid refrigerant, the system is now able to condense a lot more water vapor from the air, so the air feels cooler to the skin. So now he said he had to raise his thermostat to 71 degrees in the heat of the summer. And note, he said he may still be too cold at 71 degrees. I guess just another satisfied customer. Again, we all go back to cooling the liquid refrigerant before it enters the evaporator coil. The colder the liquid is entering the evaporator coil, the more water vapor it will condense from the air. This is one of the main reasons customers said their homes feel much colder now, aside from the fact we now have colder discharge air temperatures from your supply vents. My best way to example just how your home will feel with subcooling, let's think about when you go to Costco or Sam's Club and you walk into that open dairy cooler. The second you step inside that cooler, that cold, dry air hits you. You feel the cold instantly. This is the difference from the indoor store temperature and humidity levels. With one of our subcoolers installed on your home's AC system, you too will have that similar feeling of the dairy cooler. When you have your AC system running on a hot, humid day, and you've been working outdoors for a while, when you step in your front door, that cold, dry air will hit you instantly. You will feel the new level of cooling that we are talking about. Of course, it won't be the same temperature as the dairy cooler, but nonetheless, there will be a noticeable difference. So ask yourself this. If you don't like that humid, sticky feeling when you're home trying to beat the heat and relax, well, here at ATD, we have your solution. Please contact us. Thanks for watching. Please press the subscribe and like buttons. And again, comments always welcome. Please click on our next video. Thank you.